Hey friends, welcome to the vid. In this video, I'm going to talk about that dreamlike state that you feel when you are going through DPDR and anxiety. Maybe you feel like your life is a dream. Maybe you feel like you're in a dream and you just can't snap out of it. Everything that's going on and some things that you can do about it. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. My name's Dan and I'm the creator of the Freedom course, which is the best online DPDR and anxiety recovery course there is available. And I also do one-on-one coaching to help people recover. If you want info on that, then you can check out the description and a pinned comment down below. One of the big things that comes with DPDR is feeling like you are living in a dream, and that can come in many different ways. It can feel that perhaps you're sort of slightly disconnected from your reality. Everything feels a little bit 2D or a little bit blurry. Maybe you're slightly disconnected from yourself, where you can see yourself sort of from above yourself or feel a little bit out of body. Maybe you're disconnected from your emotions as well, or a number of other things, which is a part of that disconnect because your mind is trying to protect itself from everything it's seeing as a threat. And so any one of these things can all come together to make it feel like you are in a dream. And a big thing on top of this as well, as we all know with dreams, is that often we forget about them as soon as we wake up. They might be very, very vivid while we're going through them, but do you notice that when you do wake up and actually try and think back to perhaps specific things that happened in the dream, you can't. And so it feels like, your memory has gone a little bit, that you can't quite place things, that something did happen 10 hours ago when realistic it only happened 10 minutes ago. So this can add to the dreamlike state as well, which is the memory issues that you're going through and the brain fog as well. And it totally sucks, and I know exactly how you feel because I felt exactly like this as well. And for me, it was 24/7 chronic. And one of the first things that you can do is to realize that all these things are just symptoms of anxiety. And I know you might have heard that a million times before, but I am a big portrayer of repeating a message because the more times you say it, the more likely it is to stick. And so that's the thing, is that even though it might seem crazy to you, all of this stuff is caused by anxiety. It's caused of a fear of something. And most of the time, that fear is the symptoms themselves, which is why you might think that and realize that anxiety is just sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy. So that's one of the first things that you can do to help yourself through this. Another thing you've got to do, which is really going to help you, is as soon as you humanly possibly can, accept where you are right now. You don't have to like the symptoms. You don't have to like the way that it makes you feel and where you are right now. But regardless of how you feel and wanting it or liking it or not, you are right here, right now. And so the quicker that you kind of go, all right, look, this thing's happened. I completely freaking hate it. What am I going to do about it? As soon as you get to that point, then you're going to put your focus very much on what you need to do to recover. And you need to do your best as well to avoid checking in and to avoid making the scariness of DP the focus of your life. And again, I know that might sound easier said than done, but the quicker you start doing your best to do that, the quicker you're going to get better at it, and then the quicker you're going to develop that skill, and then it will actually be easier. And another thing that a lot of people do as well is they do grounding techniques. So if you do want to ground yourself and use those techniques, that could really help. But what you've got to realize too is that grounding techniques, they don't necessarily teach you how to think differently. They just help you cover up the symptoms. And really your goal with DPDR and recovery should be getting down to the root cause of what is actually making you anxious, which is causing the symptoms. So you're getting long-term, freedom rather than the short-term fixes. Because even though the short-term fixes might feel good in the moment, they don't really have any type of long-term effect. They can help you get to a point where you can start to process the anxiety, but you should never think of them as a long-term thing, because if they worked long-term, then that's all you'd have to do to be able to recover. So you can see them as like a little bit of add-on to the main recovery, which is basically getting down to why you're anxious. If you're not anxious, if you're not over hypersensitized, and if you're not stressed chronically, then you wouldn't be in this state. It's as simple as that. So once your body starts to calm down, your anxiety starts to go, and you just genuinely start to feel calmer, and I promise it will happen, then the symptoms will start to lift, and you're just going to look at this as just another time in your life that you won't ever have to go through again, and you'll just be getting on with life and everything will be amazing. And so my friends, I hope this video has helped and given you lots of useful information, and until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.